All right. Good morning, Keller Williams. How are we doing today? Oh, where's all my video peeps? Come on, everybody, get that video on. Let's see some smiling faces on this beautiful sunny morning. How are we doing today? Yeah, so I was teasing Adonis earlier this morning. I said I was on my way home from the airport yesterday and a song came on and I loved it. I was like, oh, I got to share this one with the KW 203 crowd on Friday. And then I woke up this morning, couldn't remember what it was. So I had to go back to to my good old fave, Miss Sharon Jones and the Dap Kings. I know I can always count on her for a good 9 a.m. morning tune. Um, all right. So it is Tuesday. I don't get to do Tuesdays like ever. So this is super fun for me. And I've got some good stuff for you today. But first, some quick announcements. So today at 11:30, we've got Command in Designs, and that class is going to be really important after we talk about what we're talking about today as well. Secondly, we're kicking off Quantum Leap today. I do apologize for the change up in the schedule. I wanted to start this yesterday. Obviously, I wasn't able to make that happen considering I was still on an airplane trying to get home yesterday afternoon. So we're going to kick that off today at 1 o'clock. All right. In the Stamford Market Center, we're going to be doing lunch beforehand. So if you want to come in and experience that in the training room with everybody else around you, I won't be there physically, but I will be on Zoom like this. But you can go to Stanford. We'll have lunch ready for everybody at 12:30, and then you can jump into Quantum Leap at 1 o'clock. And then we're going to be doing the same thing tomorrow in the Ridgefield Market Center. So if you want to join us at 12:30 tomorrow in the Ridgefield Market Center, we'll have lunch for everybody tomorrow, and then you can enjoy the doing business in New York panel at 1 o'clock, and then we're going to do Quantum Leap at 2 o'clock directly after that. All right. What else do we have? All right. And tomorrow we also have Command Campaigns, which is also another great session to have following up our Tuesday Crush It call today. And you'll understand why in a little bit. Other announcements. We've got pie pickup on Monday. All right. Everybody's orders had to be in by yesterday in the deadline. If you haven't gotten your pies in and you wanted to order some, I don't know if we're going to be able to accommodate them at this point. But talk to Debbie Orr, and we'll see if there's anything we can do about that. I believe the pies are already being ordered today. So we might be able to fit in a last minute order if you need to make a change or something, but really got to talk to Debbie Orr and get that cleared by her. All right. And pie pickups will be Monday in Stamford, Westport, Ridgefield, Danbury, and Newtown. All right. You can pick up from all of our locations. All right. Assuming, of course, that you told us where you wanted the pies to go in the first place. If you didn't tell us that, then you're picking them up from either Ridgefield or Stamford. Okay. All right. It's Tuesday, and that means I get to introduce our mortgage partner for today. It's Tammy Tuesday. It's so much fun. I get to do Tammy Tuesday.
Hello, everybody. I just love that you guys have coined Tammy Tuesday. That I am going. One of my business plans for next year is to have lunch and learns on Tuesday, and I'm going to call them Tammy Tuesday. And they're going to be short, brief, and fun because, God, we're in real estate. This is fun. This is the best business in the world. So, for those of you who were on my modern real estate summit a couple of weeks ago, I am going to have an encore, and that's going to be what the lunch and learns are about over the next 12 months, are going to be the different topics that we talked about. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about one that Ryan Serhant did that I thought was awesome, and a couple of points that he brought about as we have one job as real estate professionals. As a lender, my job is to generate leads. Your job as real estate agents is to generate leads. We hire staff to do the paperwork. So we need to build a brand that brings people to us. This one I loved. He said, I am a market maker. So we don't adjust to the market. We create the market. we create the urgency. I thought that was great. And you'll have to tune in to know how he does that in a couple of weeks. There's two sides to every transaction. And it's really important as agents and as lenders to build a relationship with these agents. I had an offer accepted because the listing agent knew I was the lender and said to me, plain, listen, I'm counting on you to get this done. We've already lost an offer on this house, and I know that you're going to get it done. So aside from everything else, you bet your butt I'm going to get that deal done, because it's about these relationships that we're building with each other as mortgage professionals and with our real estate agents. If you're an agent or a lender who's difficult to work with, and they've got a choice of 3 other people, they're probably going to take one of the other offers, even if the terms aren't as good. And this is real stuff. People hate being sold, but they love buying with friends. So we need to make sure that we're not selling our clients or talking them into something. There are things we can't control. We can't control timelines. We can't control appraisals. Believe me, if you guys have figured out how to control an appraiser, please tell me. But we can't control timelines. We can't control appraisals. We can't control the in-laws and what they think of the house. We can't control being outbid, but we can help our clients lock down their financial plan. This purchase market is not going to change. So we need to come up with some things to talk to them. So you guys might want to write these three things down that I came up with. But one is, why should I buy now? And the thing that he said was, you're buying at a discount for tomorrow. It might feel like you're paying full price today, but you're actually buying at a discount for tomorrow. I thought that was great. And I have a tool that can actually show you what this discount today looks like for the future tomorrow. Where am I going to go? I'm going to list my house, but then where am I going to go? What if I sell it in 5 minutes? I know from listening to a bunch of Keller Williams people speak and listening to, there's a lot of overcoming this objection. Maybe now's the time to build your dream house that you've been wanting to build. You guys have got to catch my person who spoke about a dream book. I haven't stopped thinking about my dream house since this realtor started talking about a dream book. Where do they want to be? What does their next house look like? People don't live in houses forever anymore. So what does their next house look like? Start building that. Get them to think about it. I think about that the seed that was planted in my head. I think about that house all the time now. And then let them know that we're not going to leave them on their own. As a lender, I'm going to stand by their side. I don't want them to get buyer's fatigue. I'm going to be by their side, holding their hand. As their agent, you're just going to keep looking, no stone unturned kind of feeling. So that's my mortgage minute for today. The theme of it is relationships. It's all about having your team in place, your inspector in place, your attorney in place, your lender in place, and a good relationship with your agent. So happy Tuesday, everyone. Go out there and sell some houses. You're on mute, Dan.
All right. Thank you, Tammy. Oh, I have a very bright sun coming through the window too. All right. So, last month, we had a mastermind with Gary Keller, and he talked about making an offer for an immediate response. And essentially what he's saying is, what are you putting out to the world that's going to get people to click on it and say, yes, please give me more information, or is going to get people to call you for more information or for immediate service, right? And this is what all of the biggest businesses in the world are focused on every single day, right? What can we put out into the world that's going to get people to say, yes, I want that, or yes, I want more information. And yes, Donna Gilbert, it's called a MOFR, right? It's a make offer for immediate response. So the question that he asked us is, what are you giving to your agents that they can use as a MOFR? And one of the things that we have available that we all have available to us as a member of Keller Williams, as far as a MOFR goes, right, is Keller Mortgage. All right. So again, I wanted to talk. I think one of the things that that the biggest misunderstanding around Keller Mortgage is that they're just like our other lenders, which they're not at all. right? There's a reason we are in partnership with the lenders that we're in partnership. And the reason is because they're the people that are going to get the deal done, right? However, one of the advantages that we have with Keller Mortgage is it's something that you can turn around and market, and it's something that you can turn around and send to your sphere of influence and send and post on social media to get people to raise their hand and say, yes, please. All right. And that is one of the biggest powers of Keller Mortgage. So what I want to show you quickly today is how you can get access to a ton of this, a ton of these opportunities. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go to kellermortgage.com. All right. And in the upper right-hand corner here, you're all seeing my screen here, right? Thumbs ups. All right. Go to kellermortgage.com, and in the upper right-hand corner, you'll see KW Agent Login. Now, this again is an advantage that only we have as Keller Williams agents. All right. And you're going to log in using your regular KW login, the same login you use for Command and everything else. And in this main dashboard here, you're going to have, it shows you, there's a quick button here to refer a client. It'll show the status of any deals that you have currently. It has a link to your loan officer, so you can select a primary loan officer, which will be your loan officer for every deal you work on. All right. But right here at the top is marketing. And if you click on marketing, you'll see that they have a ton of flyers, social media posts, and logos that you can use to create your own if you'd like to. And so I'm just going to kind of click on some of these. And if you click on any of these, you're literally going to get a pre-built social media post that you can download and then upload into Facebook, Instagram, whatever you feel is better for you. Now, here's the thing. When you use these, you can't edit them because all of the mortgage, any mortgage advertisements are highly, highly regulated, which is why they have these kind of pre-built for you. All right. You'll also see here, this button here at the bottom is guidelines. This is also really important because there's advertising guidelines that you need to abide by, like I said. All right. Essentially using things like you can't put things in your tech and like you go to put up a Facebook post and you can't say something like, come get a free mortgage, right? Or no fee mortgage or anything like that, right? So it's just, these are just, but all of these ads are pre-made and pre-approved. And then the only thing that you have to do when you go to refer a client is have them sign this form first. And it's just a disclosure form showing that that Keller Williams and Keller Mortgage have an affiliated business arrangement. Okay. This is the only form that you have to have them fill out before you come back here and click on the button to refer a client. Now, the power of this is that it gives you a MOFR to use, right? And so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to send out an email to everybody at KW with a link to the website and a couple items attached to it that you can just click on right there and download, as well as some sample text that you can use. So you could say so there are images in there for refinance, right? That's a great resource to, you can be a great resource for people who are looking to refinance their homes. You could be a great resource for people who are looking to buy a home. And what better way to get people to raise their hand saying, yes, I'm interested in buying a home, by sending them the opportunity to get pre-approved, right? Quickly and easily through Keller Mortgage. It's not about getting them to use Keller Mortgage necessarily, unless it is the better option for them. All right. It's about getting them to raise their hand and saying, yes, please send me some information. Right? Yes, please. I have been thinking about buying a home. Right. As soon as you're able to get people to raise their hand, that is your opportunity then to get a new client from your sphere of influence or get a referral from your sphere of influence. All right. So these are tools that we have at our fingertips. All right. To get people to raise their hands. And then from there, here's the secret, right? Only about 30 to 35% of the population in the US is going to qualify, is going to get pre-approved for a Keller Mortgage through Keller Mortgage, right? But that's not the point. The point isn't to use Keller Mortgage as your mortgage partner. The point is to get them to raise their hand. From that point, now you have a client, and now you can bring them to one of our mortgage partners, one of our local mortgage partners, which will be able to give them multiple options as far as their lenders go, multiple options for programs, get them the best deal, get them the best rates, etc. Right? And then get them to the closing table as well. So Keller Mortgage is good for some clients, but it's not good for every client. Whereas our local lenders can pretty much come up with, if your person is qualified to buy a home, our local partners will be able to assist them. So, all right, that is our mortgage. That is our tip for the day on getting people to raise their hand. It's a great mofer, right? It's a great way of getting people to make an immediate response. All right, and we'll have an email going out later today that allows that'll make it even easier for you to get that information. Debbie Orr, you have a question?
I raised my hand. Only if you're finished, Dan. I just want to make.
Absolutely, I'm ready to roll.
Okay, so my comment is, imagine this. How many pies do you think we have ordered between the market centers for the whole company? How many pies? Just a guess.
About 1,000.
Well, my husband guessed 450. Dan, you're closer, but you went a little bit over. 950 pies. Holy moly. Wow. So here's my recommendation, everyone. Imagine if we have a 10% return. That means 10% business in 2022 from those 950 pies. Demand that of your group. Whoever you have offered the pies to, expect that from your group, and look how you can cultivate that inner circle to create a 10% return at least. I'm blown away. So the pie orders are closed at this point, she says tentatively. But I think we're on the way to delivering a nice result for you all.
Awesome. Thank you, Debbie. All right. Thank you, everybody. Let's get out there and get our days started and get out there and sell some houses. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We will see you back here in the Zoom room at 11. I'm sorry, not this Zoom room, in the other Zoom room with Joe for Command Designs, where you can also learn how to get some of these images and things like that. And then we'll see you at 1 o'clock back in this Zoom room for Quantum Leap. Super excited to join you for that. All right. Bye, everybody.